Yes, ma'am.
Can you talk a little bit about the reasons why you went with the Oracle solution rather than your own solution, building your own solution?
Well, two primary reasons. First of all, as we push ourselves to be more and more out of the box with the e-business suite, we have greater connectivity into the plug-in modules. And so we remain optimistic. And also, even in like this new 796 release, there's even more connectivity and more greater richness inside the tool, the BI tool. The second reason is that it's a great starting off point. Even though we don't necessarily use a lot of their out-of-the-box dashboards, it's a great spur for ideas. And certainly in the area of project analytics, they have like 500 different analytical transformations that they do. And something that we're discovering is we're looking back, you know, you move as fast as you can, so fast that you begin to say, you know, damn, this is hard, you know, maybe there's another way to do it. And so we're actually looking back at some of the out-of-the-box applications or some of the out-of-the-box tools. And just for grins, you know, we run an out-of-the-box dashboard. God, it's got like all kinds of data in it. And we didn't do anything for that. And so now we're saying, if we validate that, maybe that becomes a quick win. So we're actually looking at doing that like in the accounts payable area. Because we're pretty close to out of the box there, and we're hoping that we'll actually see a lot of data. So kind of a circling back and saying, wow, geez, maybe we didn't have to create all these 52 different dashboards ourselves.
So you did end up doing mostly custom dashboards?
A lot of the challenges we had came from two key areas. One is that there are a lot of regulatory and reporting and congressional reporting, Department of Energy reporting types of things that we have to do as being part of the federal infrastructure, okay? And some of these things are not in the Alamos product yet, maybe they will be in the future. The other thing is there's a lot of requirements that are specific to this lab and the way the business operates at the lab. And you can't expect any vendor to provide that out of the box. They can't. They couldn't anticipate such needs, number one. And number two, it wouldn't make sense for them to do it as a one-off, you know, for one customer.
So the question is our model to develop staff and have the mentor-mentee relationship better than having them whack it out in some period of time? So what's the return on the investment? For me, I'm kind of I don't want to say I'm a touchy-feely guy, but I really believe in employee enrichment. And I thought this was such a cool product and such an opportunity for our staff to develop expertise that it was an easy decision for me to make. I had the support of the laboratory facility. And so, and they didn't say what's the ROI. If they had, it would have been an interesting conversation. But I wanted this, you know, this is going to be our future for 5 or 7 or 10 years. And as great as the consulting group is, you know, we need to do our own fishing. We can't really rely on them as we continue to deploy more and more functionality. But I'm sure they, you know, Charles is a saint. I mean, he really put up with a lot of, probably with a lot of dumb questions, a lot of like, you know, if you guys would just get out of my way, I can get this thing done. You know, I'm an artist, you know. So I'm sure it was a very big challenge for him, but we prevailed.
But on the other hand, you know, we're building an infrastructure here. We're building an extensible architecture. And I think the team at Alamos is now very well prepared to bring on new subject areas, to bring on new data sources, and to go forward. And so I think we've succeeded in that respect.
All right, well, thank you all very much.
Okay.